Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They'll run the counter. Bounced off his feet.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Starts to scramble to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now on the counter. and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Keeps it on the bootleg. That's caught. It's Alexander. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And
there's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying play action. Buying some time. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
it's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Makes the grab. It's Lofton. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Canes have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. And the Canes will go for it here on 4th down. Mensah. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The give to the back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last run. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll get rid of it. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got room on the return. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Mensah unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Touchdown, Canes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. They'll move the tight end. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Looking to throw again. Out of the backfield, he's open. Inside the 35. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5.
Turning it on. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got him. Oh, what a move. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point.
Number 22, set to kick off.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Bringing it back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not
trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
Number
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This time it's complete. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Rebels. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
An 84-yard drive there, and the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Cotton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Runs through the tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Myers complete on the crosser. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing?
He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Hobbs. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. This time he's got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Mensah. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down. Brings us to 4th.
Well, they were trying to set up an outbreaking route here on 3rd and long.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Hurricanes! How about this defense taking one back to the house? That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Miami, 49, Ole Miss, 29.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Rebels offense is back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's open on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to display. Longhorn. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arch Madness. Here's the pressure. Got his man all by himself. There he goes. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now trying to move the sticks with Brown. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first.
Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
Looking for a big play. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Under fire. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Running inside, it's Lacy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Manning to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The corners are walked up tight. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Quarterback running on the draw. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 5.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here.
Snags it, and there's running room. The 30, the 20. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback may change this route. Run in the red zone, it's Lacey. Ripping through the defense. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Texas offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
Looking deep. Snatches it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Manning from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Lacey. At the 35, he's loose. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there.
Open spaces. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Past the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing Manning. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorn! Rolled his way into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
49, Texas, 29.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, Manning. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Throws it deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt, and I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Makes the grab in the corner.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Manning. It's complete to the right. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield very late in the half. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up.
Unleashes one deep. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the run, it's Lacy. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. These receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And
sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's caught. It's Townsend. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Finds his tight end. Oh, it's a fumble! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over, and they've got to do a better job.